Let us create a simple amortization schedule. So here we have the interest rate, the amortization number, the principal amount, and the payment type. The payment would be PMT. We have the rate, the amortization value, the present value, which is the principal. There is no future value, and the type is 0, and we get the number. Let's also put the dollar sign in the right places. To calculate the principal, we have PPMT, where again we have the interest rate, then we have the period, then we have the amortization value, the future value would be 0, and then the type would be 0 as well, and we get, let's just quickly check that. So we have the PPMT where we're choosing our rate, then we have the period, and then we have the amortization number, and then we have, oh, we forgot the principal, so let's just put the principal here, and we get our result, which is minus 552. To calculate the interest, it would be very similar. We can simply copy this entire formula, paste it here, change it to IPMT, and everything else will remain the same. So we get minus 640. Let me also change the format so that everything looks great. Okay. Then we have the cumulative principal, which will be equal to cumulative principal. We want to take our interest amount. Then we have our amortization value. Then we have the present value. Then the start period will be 1. Then we have the end period as B11. And finally, the type is 0. The cumulative interest would be just the sum of $F $11 colon F11, which means that in the first period it is F11 to F11, and in the second period it becomes from F11 to F12. And the remaining principal would be equal to my principal amount plus my cumulative principal. Excellent. Now we can copy and paste this till 10 periods, and we are getting some errors. So let's just quickly see what's going wrong. Okay, I think I might have forgotten a dollar sign somewhere. So our D7 needs to have a dollar, our D7 needs to have a dollar, and our D7 needs to have a dollar. Wonderful. Let's try once again. Excellent. Let me increase the width a little bit and align everything in the center. So as you can see, our payment is constant at 1192. The principal amount keeps on increasing. The interest amount keeps on decreasing, which means that it's front loaded. Then we have the cumulative principal, which obviously ends at 8,000, which is our total principal amount. The cumulative interest ends at Okay, there's something that might need to change here. Let's just quickly check that once. Okay, so we are doing the sum. Okay, we want to look at the interest, right? Not at the principal. So we want to make it E and E. And excellent. We are getting our cumulative interest as well. And obviously our remaining principal ends at 0 because once all the payments are made, then there is no remaining principal left. So it's a good example and I want you all to spend some time on this. So we are using a PMT function. For the principal, we are using PPMT. For interest, we are using IPMT. The cumulative principal is cumulative principal. Then we have the cumulative interest, which is just all the interests added one by one. And then the remaining principal is our total principal reduced by the cumulative principal. So obviously this number will keep on reducing till it reaches 0. So good example, a little long because there are quite a lot of things that we're doing here. So please take your time and do practice this very well.